okay, we're not going to continue with the same things that has been happening with the toxicity and unhumane practices. So you have unhumane practices, whether you Secret Service, whether you undercover, whether you're the top military, whatever it is. We do not condone and we do not compromise our nature. Pollution, toxicity, things that are going to affect us, that we know will affect our eco, our land, the people. For all our functions, there is not a war, a person dead that is going to take us out of our elements over these inhumane practices. So you have these practices towards me. I already have shown and demonstrate whether you want to put it in on the board, whether you want to report it right. You already know I'm being compromised just because any type of business, any type of product that could help the civilization, help people to connect to the realm, to connect to your energies, to let you know that these things are toxic and they're literally like keeping you on a certain frequency so they could think for you, so they could do things for you, they could control around your well-being. And they'll use forces like any army. So it don't matter who you are. The answer is no. It's been no. Even if I don't say no and I don't yell it and I don't tell you, you know what you do to people's anatomy. You know what you do to people's presence and their wellness. You wanna come around. You stalking, you harassing, putting a lot of toxicity, and you do this in different practices and different services. That doesn't make because you have a way to unlawfully go through services and businesses that these services and businesses could stand, not say a word, and follow even through these practices. Because inhumane wise, whether you have that badge, whether you have that top rank of militant, and you could try to keep things secretly, ain't no secret in people treating people inhumane. You're not in that field. You in every field of inhumane practices and uncivil practices. You in all those fields, because when you're servicing a person and for person relations, you have to work within those fields. You ain't over. It's not a system of a target, and the target's not a human. Now, if a person wasn't a human, it would be a different thing. But you think that you're gonna drop your toxic waste and your toxic places and people and things around people's world, people's land, people's wellness. But we don't stand for that. So there ain't no difference in your practices around me, and you're putting me down mentally, physically, economically. I've already been saying it. I have practices that don't take much ends, but you will do and operate things that would take me just to get that much. You prevent me from it illegally, using your forces, your toxic practices, your exercises, right, to bring me so I can't elevate myself, my family, and others through my services, people, places, and things. It doesn't have to be you, because you don't know of the land and you don't know of the people, and you want to work for people, putting people in profiling, and it's all programmed like if a person is just a thing that you could just go and operate on out of your own laws, your own off, and out of your own and humanitarian purposes. Oh, the pandemic and all these crises come. What happened? Off balances on people with their 401k plan. And then the business is not giving you any way, because they're trying to save their own self, right? So whatever the government gives you, right, you're gonna go by superficial care, right? The people with the pension, now your money ain't even amount to how you how you could live. Because now is off balance, so it's gonna be off balance, and the job is here getting their government supplements, and they getting theirs. They rather go away in a certain places when pandemics and crises, they go away. They be like, whoever is gone is gone. I got my billions off the same people that are gone and they're going. But I'm in a place where I could isolate myself, and if I want to, if it gets that any more worse or anything, I'll get a plane, I'll get this, I'll get that. Matter of fact, I'll build a ship and I'll go to the moon to live. Like, you see what I'm saying? They ain't no care in those businesses. Where all those businesses that came, where are the aftermath and before to protect yourself from any crises and pandemics? It's not there. They're out of human practices. Out of human practice will give you non-solutions. You get back to work, anything like that happens, everything is off balance, ain't nothing for you. Ain't nothing for you. So I come out with solutions, and I come up with products and things, and guess what? I know from my righteous way of living in life, and I don't live anything illegal. Nothing is illegal. What you see is a lot of new services and things that are not breaking any laws, but because it seems like I catch every loophole, and I'm not specifically trying, but don't look at it like I'm catching every loophole, because I'm not here trying to catch nothing. I got people. You try to catch people in your superficial care. That's what you do. Me is because I could be, and all my existing, I live for making sure that my anatomy, my nature is good. And then when I'm practicing it as a young one, who else would God give these gifts of better services and better things and the visions to go through and to be in the realm, to go back and forth, to come out with the solutions and make sure that people are right? Who else is a person that since 19 was already status? Nobody in the business ever got me into my title, self-made customer service manager. Who else would I get? Who else would it get? The celebrity, the Secret Service that used the celebrity to draw to get things from me illegally by suppressing me. Then they want to make it did he say something? Did he do something? Did it look funny? Let's just take that part of the operations that we're doing and let's base it on to feed people off of what they're really doing. But you really don't have to go. You don't really have. There's no. You don't have to go for the entertainment part, because not all money is good money, and not all entertainment is all entertainment. You should know that. But you rather have a pocket. You rather have that's what you call security of your life, not of your life, but your pockets. You can't even do nothing with all the money through the pandemics, right? Your man, the man that was supposed to be doing for the community, need a sound and need to do things that are out of this box. That you guys are supportive and the toxic. And I'm like, you know what? After all these years and what you've been doing, and how I know what God put in me, my purposes for, and I know what I'm good for, and I'm showing it. I produce. I don't give you anything less. But what you produce is what you need to pay attention to. What are these people producing? Everything is all a negative charge. Because if you also start putting positive and you start getting higher energy, you'll start doing and putting services and relating to life and relating to our resources, to relating to how things go together. Not everything you already seen that. Where it comes to studies, education, I've gotten the best of life out of people that ain't even in tune and don't even coordinate with these books. And these books don't even have, and what I have is facts over the books. And it's not going over the books, it's legally. So I could create everything that you think that I'm trying to go over. I'm just going as my natural state and bringing in what of this good nature is bringing and manifesting to. You don't have that in your artists. You don't have that in your celebrities that you want to infiltrate my life with your operations. but you have all the toxicity because you want to say, well, I'm not in the field of, you're not in the field of pandemics, you're not in the field of the crisis, you're in the field of human, right? Because if you put in toxicity mentally, physically, and economically into my life, then you are like a pandemic. You are like any crises. And you are under these principles to work under humanitarian rights. You're not going to be operating out of humanitarian rights and your civil rights and over your oath. What you got, the De Jesus law book? So you're all following, all your servants is following that, the Jesus book law. Because you all got a book that you go by, and I'm going straight with it. I'm not going against it. Anything that I'm saying is that you're going against it. So anything I bring forward to the table is legally, is on the books of any practices, any law, any militant, worldwide. So like that, God don't need your interference. God don't need your extra. You do extras and you do the most for nothing because you don't have nothing. So you don't have nothing for the land. You don't know that your practices is to a human. I'm not an object. I'm not a subject. I'm not a profile that you run through. We're not that. So yeah, just like Puerto Rico said, get that out. It don't matter who it is. I gotta be nice for you to you attacking my nature. You putting me down mentally, physically, economically, and socially. And when I get up about it, you want to put me. That's what you want. You want to have me supposedly like going back and forth with you. There ain't no back and forth with you. Ain't no you one sided. You gonna go with what you wanna set up for. If you set up, you don't even, like I say, I don't even owe you a conversation because you ain't worth it. Because with people in relations, especially what I'm capable and what I do for people, since customer service, I know better, and you didn't teach me that. And you don't got that. Not even your own profession. You don't even got that. Your servant's supposed to be paying attention to the way the Lord works. Everything I'm saying, I shouldn't put it in a $1 trillion computer that just tells you straight up what is. And all your books and all your practices, all worldwide, all your civil practices will indicate that you wrong civilly. You wrong awfully, like with your oaths. You wrong lawfully. And I'm running minds clearly of all of that with no worries. So when I leave, when I say the energy is not here for me to continue, you don't got land, you don't got people for that, for me to go where I need to go. So when I say out here is all fixed. Everything. There ain't no people, no places, no thing here. And it's not because you feel like I need to get away. What am I getting away? You don't have land. You don't have people. You have proved that you can't handle land. You can't handle people. But you want to have the title and run it, even if you're running it down. And running it illegally and running it down to you want people to come down with you. And then fight for you. You want to put the experiment and we get killed. We get your operations. We get messed up mentally, physically, economically, and socially. And forget if you mess the land or you get rid of some people, it doesn't matter because you're practicing to protect what? You ain't protecting nothing. You killing, you polluting, intoxicating. You doing all of the above. And the people that do have the key to stand and to do what they doing it. So no, you should be happy that after all these years, like my family, they have me stranded, isolated, money wise and all. Because it doesn't take much to run like an app, something that automatically is gonna always be by the book, always detect when somebody's off, always gonna be, even if it's civil or in business practices or for the top military. It's sad that it takes a computer to hold you against your own, when a person you don't even know, a human, you could just look at a human and get that straight up. But hey, you know what? A human didn't have to. A computer didn't have to tell me that mine's a state of the art. My work is one that unites people. That tells you that I'm connected with people, places, and things like no other. It don't matter who you are. No psychologists, no top militants, no nothing put together. You would have had things like that already, because you put all of the technology out there since the internet. You've been had that. Everything is there. You've been, but you only put out whatever you have. So you are what you have. You are what you produce. I produce whatever people see. Whatever people see on the Facebook, whatever people do, is what they do. You don't bring anything. That's what you don't have anything, but then you want to bring everything down. That's not my problem. I keep it moving. Just like my family had to keep it moving to go to the right place from one land, and they find a place. I could do that. You ain't the one. I ain't here saying, hey, after all these years, I could say, give me all my money. I sue you for all this. As you see, I can tell you, you know what? Keep everything that you've done for me against me, that I wouldn't even have to sue. When God got me with everything I need, and you see what I produce. That you could take a $1 trillion lawsuit, and I could go with what I got and what God is still giving me, and not your celebrity, not your country, not anything that you want to put on it could put the value it will oversee over it, because it ain't about you, because it's not about you. It's not for you to value. It's not for you to put down. It's not for you. Now, if I'm being put down, my family's doing the most for me to just do the simplest things. They're taking away the simplest things to just be able to pay the simplest thing. Now, if I have services and products that you could get on, and you're not my family, they doing what they can and whatever they being held for, then I need whatever services I got, whether it's a service that I'm saying you could use this word, or you could use that. You support me, because guess what? That's what's going to keep this righteous move, these righteous services, and these right beings for people to grow with and have more independence to be able to secure themselves. In all fields, God is good like that. Then you invest in me. You put in me. Now, guess what? If you don't, you don't. It ain't got to be you then. But I'm saying, you want to suppress me, I'll be gone. I'll be gone, and my moves keep on going, baby. I'll be gone because I keep it moving. I already said this ain't the place. But I will put in place for whoever and whatever, you know what I mean, is gonna have heart to make of it. You is not my concern. I'm not going back and forth. You are bums. You bums. That you need people to. You need this. This is what you got. I don't got none of that. So if you want to invest, I'm not giving you a story of all these details, or you could act like it's a conspiracy. You know, and I know. And if I was here for any of that, I'm here to take care of mine and the people that are gonna be for humanitarian rights, for civil rights, and whatever. And when I'm not here, I'm gonna be moving along doing the same thing that I need to be doing. It has nothing to do with you trying to put me down or suppress me mentally, physically, economically, and socially. I ain't here. You rather have a story, a conspiracy, so you could have something to attach, or well, we did, and then you want an institution, just like you have education, and how you got the medical field. The people that create the damn things are the people that are the problems, and they don't have the solutions. It's not even about the solutions. So you don't got me, my guy. Yeah, but it's okay, because God got me, and I'm not asking you. I could say, hey, you could keep all these years of whatever you've done to me. I could just say, hey, go F yourself. F you, right? I could say, shut the fuck, right? And it's right. That's all I ask from what you should be going for, what I should be getting out of it. But I ain't looking for that. There ain't nothing in that energy. Not all good. Not, you know what I'm saying? I know that ain't going to ain't about giving me that equal fairness. So you want to take it? You take it with every one of your servants. Take it with everything that you have, because it's not worth not one thing for me to be around for nothing. And when I'm here, don't expect whoever the heck you want to see me with that is cool or everything. Here's all set up. As well, you could set me up and act like whatever the hell you want to act. I could be whatever the heck I want to be, but I'm protecting myself. And there's a self-defense mechanism when you hear me get loud, when you hear me trying to get prove that point, or when you don't hear me because I'm strained mentally, and they say, hey, he's just like spirit abuse. Yeah, you already know you already doing it. So I don't got to announce things that you already know. You already know. I ain't here for nobody. I ain't here for nobody. I got my son. I put my services that reaches the people that I need to get in contact with. Everybody else that want to come around me every day of my life since I step out in this in society, don't come around thinking that because you want to say hello and I say hello and I don't say hello, you feel what the hell I'm saying. Or you do what the fuck people want to tell you to do, and you ain't part of our human connection. So I don't need to connect with you or you. Just know while I'm here in this USA land, it ain't nothing. It is nothing. Don't expect nothing. Even if you see me, they take pictures. They're gonna do that. They don't report it, right? They don't even have to do nothing to me. And I'll pick my. I got rise. I got God. I got up. I got way too much ups. In the loop, bodying all the loot. You already know. I ain't here for you, and you ain't here for me then. Otherwise, you'll be doing what it said needs to be done, so you could keep your peace with what really is, what really is. I don't got it for you. I'm nature. You go do what bums do. That's okay. I don't need it. I don't ask for that. You come to me. You harass me. You come to me. You stalk me. I don't do that to you. All right then. So I keep it moving. It ain't nothing. Don't be like, oh man, we should. You should. It's that. It's just that. It's all about what you should, right? What you. But guess what? I don't got time for that. I don't need to hear the issue over and over in your news. That's what you want. That's the energy of doing nothing, and that's what you put out. And then you want to create something around it when there's nothing. So you know what? I'm doing you the favor. I'll go, because you don't got nothing for me. I'm not here for you. You don't got nothing. You don't take care of the land. You don't take care of the people, and you trying to give me this. Oh well, this is the practice of we have to do. Yeah. You know, you don't have to do nothing. You could go F yourself.